Whenever we put something in the game, we are trying to make sure it doesn't get boring. It's something new. One thing we're really trying not to do is to give you the same thing over and over and over and just work based on a recipe. But instead, we're really questioning ourselves, is this unique within the game, right? I'm not saying unique across all games, but trying to give the player something fresh. REANIMAL is a co-op horror adventure where you play two siblings and you're looking for your three friends.
These kids grew up in a lovely place, but due to reasons that become more apparent as you play the game, that lovely place has turned really quite nasty. And so your job as these two players is to go and rescue your other friends and try and escape this nasty place. The island itself, due to this inciting incident, has been fractured, and so it's in three large parts and a bunch of smaller bits. Each of your friends can be found in one of these big parts. It's a very simple tale of find yourself in hell, go through a really scary place, survive and rescue your friend, you know. It's a tale as old as time.
Like, we really love seeing people go with that and just go the extra mile and find all those secrets and all these things and put it all together and come up with their theory, right? So I feel like if we give away too much up front, everybody loses.
We definitely give players more this time round than in previous games, but still it's nice to keep a little bit back so you can kind of meet in the middle and see what people make of what you've given them and all that.
It's definitely a co-op game. You're together solving various like little, maybe puzzles is almost too much of a word there, but you're overcoming different obstacles in the world and survive various things we pitch against you together, right? So it's about the two players finding ways to survive and rescuing their friends, really, like we said before.
Because I'm a big couch fan. Couch co-op is where it's at for me. But then a load of people love online. And then there's people who just want to do that together. So the fact that the tech team have managed to get all three boxes checked that front, I think is really, really nice.
And what was also very, very important to us is that it's all kind of the same experience because this camera is always the same, right? We don't have split screen. In online co-op, you don't follow your character and the other one is doing whatever. It's always being together as the two characters. And yeah, like Mer said from the beginning, like scared together. That was one of the pillars.
They're coming.
REANIMAL is an upcoming cooperative survival horror adventure from Tarsier Studios, the acclaimed team behind Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2. And it's shaping up to be one of the most emotionally gripping and visually unsettling experiences in the genre. Published by THQ Nordic and built using Unreal Engine 5, REANIMAL is officially set to release in Q1 2026 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Windows PC, and the newly unveiled Nintendo Switch 2. First revealed at Gamescom 2024, the game has quickly gained attention as a spiritual successor to the Little Nightmares series. But this time, the tone is even darker, the horror more psychological and the emotional stakes higher. Set on a mysterious and decaying island cloaked in fog and dread, REANIMAL tells the haunting story of two orphan siblings who must navigate this terrifying environment both on foot and by boat in search of their missing friends. What sets REANIMAL apart is its unique shared camera perspective, a dynamic, claustrophobic visual system that deliberately tightens the view when the characters separate, increasing tension, anxiety, and immersion. This camera mechanic isn't just a visual flourish, it plays directly into the horror, making separation feel unsafe and forcing players to rely on each other to survive. Whether you choose to play solo, where the second sibling is controlled by AI, or join a friend in local or online co-op, the gameplay revolves around tight teamwork, shared vision, and instinctive communication, making the horror feel truly shared. Mechanically, REANIMAL blends cinematic, side-scrolling platforming with stealth, environmental puzzles, and non-linear exploration. Players unlock and use a boat to traverse different parts of the island, discovering hidden paths, strange remnants of the past, and increasingly twisted zones where reality begins to collapse. Along the way, they'll encounter grotesque, nightmarish creatures, some tragic, some malevolent, brought to life with the same eerie, puppet-like visual style that fans of Tarsiers' previous games will immediately recognize. But while the visual design is stylized and atmospheric, the narrative themes dive deep into more grounded and painful territory, exploring childhood trauma, abandonment, resilience, and the fragile bonds between siblings. Told largely through environment and expression rather than dialogue, the story leans into minimalist storytelling to let players interpret the meaning behind each surreal location and encounter. The sound design, too, plays a massive role, amplifying suspense with distant echoes, underwater distortions, sudden silences, and distorted melodies that suggest something watching just beyond the veil. REANIMAL will be available in both a standard release and a fully loaded collector's edition, which includes the base game, a season pass for post-launch story expansions, a high-quality PVC statue of the siblings, a collectible keychain, exclusive sticker sheet, a fold-out island map poster, an official art book packed with concept art and creature design, and premium packaging that resembles a tattered suitcase straight from the game's world. The game supports multiple languages for both the interface and subtitles and features accessibility options and seamless drop-in, drop-out co-op to encourage shared experiences across different playstyles. Despite originally being slated for a 2025 release, the launch window has been shifted to early 2026 to allow the team more time to polish core mechanics and flesh out the emotional arc of the story. As of now, no specific date has been locked in, but a final release date is expected to be confirmed before the end of the year. THQ Nordic and Tarsier Studios have already released several trailers and behind-the-scenes developer spotlights offering glimpses of the haunting environments, creature animations, and the central share the scare co-op loop that defines the experience. With its blend of eerie atmosphere, psychological horror, co-op tension, and emotionally driven storytelling, REANIMAL is positioning itself not just as a successor to Little Nightmares, but as a bold, standalone horror journey that explores how connection and fear can bring people closer together even in the darkest places imaginable. If you're a fan of emotionally rich horror, beautifully grotesque design, and cooperative gameplay that makes you feel genuinely vulnerable, this is one title you'll want to keep on your radar as we head into 2026. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy!